Wrestling.
Hey everyone, welcome to the We Like Wrestling podcast. I'm Jarod. I'm here with Justin.
I'm just not big into reading.
John.
Hey everybody.
Neither am I. Last week Justin did his favorite wrestlers.
I've never read a wrestling book. Foley's, nope, no single wrestling book.
Have you ever wanted to?
Yeah, I actually bought Sean's.
And you didn't read it?
No.
When you were younger, you read the magazines?
Read?
I mean,
Yeah,
magazines
magazines?
you don't like read.
Yeah, I never read any of them, no. I would look at the pictures, and I would cut out the pictures. I had a whole plastered wall, like from top to bottom, just like side to side, not like a couple of posters or something like that. Like I filled in all the gaps with like cutouts.
Oh.
Like if I needed like a 2x4 cutout, I would cut around the picture.
Oh,
And I would fill in the gaps, so it looked like it was like supposed to be like wallpaper,
nice.
but of all wrestling
Like
magazines.
action shots or all kinds of like action
Stuff
shots,
from magazines,
still photos.
magazines. There were posters in there. I remember my really cool green Triple H poster, and I had like a SummerSlam or a Survivor Series poster from like the late '90s. Probably. I'm trying to remember who was on it.
I remember those programs. These have programs just for the pay-per-view that you could buy.
Well, this was like I think it said SummerSlam, but it wasn't like an actual like SummerSlam poster, like this person versus this person. It just like had people on it.
Oh.
I want to say it had like The Rock on it, maybe Edge. This might have been like that time. It was like Raw and SmackDown.
late
No, that'd be too late.
late 90s.
Yeah, no, it would have had to been earlier than that. But I feel like it had Edge and Rock on it. But Edge wasn't a big star. Well, he was kind of a big star for
Would have been Edge and
SmackDown.
Christian Edge.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I mean, even when he had Rob Zombie's song, he was kind of solo,
Yeah,
just not like
Yeah.
rated R.
But not Edge like we know now, yeah.
yeah, he was
Long
gonna
hair.
have a tag team match, tag team run with Hogan.
And Angle.
No, he wasn't in a tag team.
He tagged with Angle.
Did he? I thought he feuded with
Well,
Angle.
they feud, that's where he got his
Feuded,
head
that's-
shaved.
Yeah, that's how he got his head shaved.
I thought he tagged with Angle.
No, they didn't tag. E&C were kind of like Christian's boy, Angle's
boy.
boys
He was trying to like get
in like
in.
99, 2000.
He was like palling around with him.
Yeah.
And then him and Ray were like a team, weren't they? Not like a real team. They just would team up.
Yeah.
Was it always WWE or did you get Pro Wrestling Illustrated and The Wrestler and those other ones?
I think they weren't always WWE, but they were always branded. I had the ECW magazine.
Oh my gosh.
I remember an ECW. Yeah, it was shit. You know, we're talking about like 99 ECW.
When that came out,
2000.
they were done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it didn't have any of the cool wrestlers in it.
Well, that was like Just Incredible as your world champ.
Yeah.
Like that version. That's
I probably had it. I probably had my room like that up until like maybe even high school. I finally like ripped it all down. So it might have made it through to like 2003.
So you never got the WCW magazine? Remember that?
Yeah, I had those. Oh yeah.
And WOW magazine? Remember?
Yeah, and I also had a mixture of like magazines that were coming out at the time and ones that my dad had that he gave me. So I had like old. They probably would be worth
was
a
gonna say,
lot of money now.
You could
And
have
I
one
just
from like the
ripped them.
70s and 80s?
Not 70s and 80s, but like late 80s, early 90s. Like I remember I had a cover of the Heart Foundation. I think the cover was pink, and they were in the black and pink.
Oh,
Yeah, it's probably worth a lot of money now.
nice.
Yeah.
So, last week, Justin did his favorite wrestlers. He tried to stay away from the common answers, like Shawn and
Macho.
Flair, Macho, Perfect. Because when I did think of my favorite wrestlers, the first two that came to mind were Perfect and Shawn. Those were the first two. And then I thought, yeah, like Macho. Even Hogan for a time I liked. He's definitely not going to ever be up there on the top 32. Probably wouldn't even make 64 if I gave it a lot of thought. But there's definitely a time in my life that I liked Hogan.
My first 16 that I came up with were just off the top. Most of them you can probably assume are on this list. And you'd be correct.
Thank you. Good night.
So we can guess what's behind you, who's on your list.
Kiss the gun.
Here's number 2. There are obvious ones on here, but there's also some that will probably surprise you. Like Justin, I assigned a number to everybody, and it wasn't even going down the list 1, 2, 3. It was just scattered.
It's funny. Something like this came up today on Facebook. And I copied it from Ryan Vox, and it was like your favorite
Oh, I saw that.
favorite wrestlers, stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw
favorite group.
Most overrated, whatever it was. Like Andre, I never
don't
got
get
it.
it. I'll never ever get that.
I mean, to be fair, the Andre that I know is not the best Andre.
But was there a best Andre? That's a conversation for another day.
I also have some indie guys on here, and when I say indie, I mean
Guys, you want to kiss their ass?
Or turn them around.
So started off TJP
Oh my God.
and Bray Wyatt.
Oh. Well, the obvious answer has got to be Bray.
Yeah.
Although longevity and wrestling wise, I got to go with TJ. He lived longer.
Oh God.
I think we're out. I think we're out of it, right? I think we're there. I think.
Yeah.
I feel like it's okay now. The documentary came out. We got a little insight. I'm pretty sure he would have found that funny.
I mean, the WWE's going to move on and get that new thing happening.
Whatever it is.
Do you? I don't know. You guys do more social media. Have you guys been doing a QR code? Is anything
No,
popping up?
It's
haven't
pretty
seen-
much so. If you remember when Bray came back, or when he was coming back,
The bunny?
the bunny thing.
Okay.
It's all that stuff again. Kind of like horror movie esque with Uncle Howdy. He hasn't talked or anything yet, but it's like you forgot about us and TV static and it
There
was
were
scary.
there were initials, and somebody figured out that they were all like. I think somebody said one's Liv Morgan.
So it was random letters, and it was like Howdy for H or U for U or something. Uncle Howdy.
I saw that Eric Rowan.
Yeah.
Dexter
Rowan signed
Loomis.
apparently
Yeah.
with WWE.
Oh, yeah, but what, Nikki Cross? Was that one of the
Nikki
girls?
Cross, okay.
And then there was another. Joe Gacy.
Gacy.
Oh, yeah,
Gacy
yeah.
would be good.
And there was another girl. Was it Liv Morgan?
Well, it was Liv.
Or
Maybe
Alexa
Alexa.
Bliss?
Oh, maybe Alexa.
But yeah, the 6 or something.
Wyatt Six.
Wyatt Six.
But there's only been 5 names mentioned.
But these
And I'm
QR
assuming
codes
because Bray was 6.
are just images. There's no pictures of wrestlers or
like,
nothing.
no, it's like videos, images,
Okay.
but nobody's mentioned.
I just think it's so they can do so much with it because now they can say like the Fiend is controlling all of us. There's no,
Yeah.
the Fiend is gone. He's ascended, and now he lives inside of all of us.
Yeah.
It's pretty good stuff,
Let him in.
if I do say so myself.
Perfect for Dexter because he's not much of a talker, so don't let him talk.
Gacy is
Just let him.
modern
Neither-
day Bray.
Yeah, neither is Redbeard.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, but
Gacy-
Gacy wouldn't be the leader.
No, but Gacy has been Bray. Like,
Yeah, but he wouldn't be talking in this group, I'm guessing.
so TJP against Bray.
I say
Who would
TJ
win?
actually.
I say Bray. It's tough. I like
You've
both.
got to make the decision here.
TJ.
Okay, I'm gonna go wrestling wise.
Yes.
He's had a longer career. Even if they
we
were
started
both
wrestling
still
when he was
alive.
like 8 years old.
I know that's what I was going to say. Even
I
if they
mean-
were both still alive, TJ is going to always have a longer career.
But I mean, Bray has been around wrestling too. I just feel like
He's born into it.
Bray
I mean,
Bray was more character than anything.
But I think wrestling wise,
I
if it was booked by the WWE, TJ would get killed.
of course.
I was hoping this person would go against somebody else. But Swerve against Hawthorne.
Oh, that's funny.
J.S. Hawthorne.
So you want
Yeah.
this version of Swerve, AEW, not
Swerve.
WWE's version.
Just Swerve. Swerve is good.
Yeah.
Hawthorne's good. That fucking mind match.
Yeah, but it's Swerve.
Gotta be Swerve.
It's a,
Fuck you, Hawthorne.
I like Hawthorne too.
one of us needs to challenge for that belt. They're having open auditions for his Three Legacies title.
I
I
nominate.
think I'd like what?
I nominate you.
Yeah, I think I could give him a good run.
JC Rancid come out of retirement.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't think he'd hold a candle to some punk nonsense.
You got one more match in you.
I think I got a couple matches left in me.
There we go.
A title win would really advance my career.
One more run.
All right, Hawthorne.
I got you. Pick me.
You're big on plays and you make a big deal about your title reign. I think it's been spurious. So, put your money where your mouth is. JC Rancid's calling you out.
I'll put up a world title of my own.
Time for your final act, buddy. All right, so Swerve, and then so Sami Zayn,
Easy.
MJF.
Oh,
Not easy.
My God.
it is because again, career longevity
But I'm going Sami Zayn.
bullshit. No,
MJF.
No, I mean Sami Zayn, not Generico.
yeah. Well, what do you mean? That's two different wrestlers.
Generico's teaching underprivileged children in Mexico.
Yeah. Why would you pick him? He barely had a career.
He doesn't wrestle
He
anymore.
never even made it to the WWE. Before, I mean, I heard they were going to sign him, but then he went and instead gave himself to society
He made that sacrifice.
to teach underprivileged kids
It's very noble of him.
how to chant Olay.
I'm taking MJF.
No, Sami Zayn. No
God
way.
damn it.
No
MJF.
fucking way.
Big,
MJF. What's his really good move? Oh, you mean that kangaroo drop kick? Is that his really good wrestling move? Oh, how about hitting people with a ring? Man, awesome move. So good.
I like both guys. I can't
Good
help it.
shit.
I like.
He's
Can
a
you
talker.
say you remember a good MJF match?
Him and Punk.
But you can say you remember a lot of Sami Zayn matches. Claudio.
All well.
I mean
I can.
Cesaro.
Sammy and Roman. That still is an amazing match. That one
Yeah.
was it last year in Puerto Rico or
MJF never wrestled Roman Reigns.
never headlined a main event.
By the way, these are
Never headlined a WrestleMania.
I had mentioned to Justin, I have a select few where if somebody were to say, who's your favorite wrestler? Boom, 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 boom. Other than like maybe 6 or 7, it's I memorize matches more.
Yeah.
And these are just people that I always enjoyed watching. Most of the time, it didn't matter who they were against.
MJF's greatest feud came from talking with CM Punk.
Yeah.
I will give. They're almost two hand. Like Sami Zayn is a great wrestler and character work. MJF puts butts in seats because you want to see him get his ass kicked.
Who filled an arena in Canada last year? Who made it that at that point the greatest over the border or whatever box office draw?
Yeah.
That was Sami Zayn. He
People
put
didn't
a
go to-
lot of butts in seats. He gave people hope.
People didn't go to
Hope
London for
in hopeless
MJF.
times.
People went to London for Punk.
That would be a good T-shirt.
As far as you're not wearing that shirt.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it yet. To
I'll
be
go on
honest.
Sami Zayn.
It's been sitting there.
So, Finn Balor
That's a good one.
and Triple H.
Oh God, Finn Balor. I fucking hate Triple H.
It
now.
doesn't matter which version of Finn Balor or which version of Hunter.
Yeah, like what? Besides
So-
Foley,
Wait,
what's,
you
what's
grew
your,
up with Triple H like
Evolution. Suit and tie champion.
I was gonna say, besides
and-
Foley, what great Triple H match is there?
And I enjoyed My Time.
so
Triple H.
You
The
caught it.
song?
Like
Oh, because I
yeah.
like that song.
Yeah.
So your
that
Triple
era of
H is
Triple
like
H.
feud with Orton and feud with Batista. That's your Triple H. And his
Cena.
matches with
You don't
Taker.
know what trouble is.
I liked that era of
It's our
Triple H,
time.
and then Evolution. Yeah.
Evolution was good, but he wrestled Scott Steiner. He wrestled.
He also wrestled
Kane,
Goldberg.
Goldberg.
He had them shorts because he
Booker
had
T.
a groin injury or whatever. He had them.
I hate the fucking the Blade Trinity. Oh, fuck.
He was in Blade Trinity. Couldn't even make the good one.
Well, Ryan Reynolds was in that one.
Trinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the good one.
So far, how many of these surprised you?
None. Well, Triple H is actually a little surprising.
Okay.
That's his era. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Finn Balor.
AJ Styles. Took me a little bit to think of AJ. Not because I didn't remember him, but I was trying to contemplate.
What's your favorite AJ? You're talking about like TNA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not young AJ.
I think AJ is so great. We sort of take it for granted.
But like TNA main event AJ, like
Like
Fortune.
Lone Wolf.
Oh, well, okay. So New Japan more.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a really good AJ.
So AJ
Might be
Styles
my favorite too.
against Shawn Spears.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's AJ all day,
Yeah.
but
I think AJ.
but that is surprising. Yeah,
AJ is always good.
you popped a little harder than everybody when he showed back up. I remember we were in the car, right?
Yeah.
And you were dropping me off, and it was like,
I heard his voice or something.
yeah,
like
you
that.
knew exactly
Yeah.
what it was.
Shawn Spears is underrated, man.
What's he been doing since he
I've-
came back anyway? Anything?
He feuded with
Gacy.
no,
He had a match with Gacy.
He had a match with Gacy, but he feuded with Dijak, didn't he? No, not Dijak. Ridge Holland.
Yeah, the pay-per-view didn't have a match. Then what's he been doing since then? A takeover or whatever, right?
It's still more than AEW.
He's not doing anything? Is he?
But I think Sean Spears doesn't get enough credit. I've seen
I think
videos.
I think he's good.
Videos of him and Tyler Breeze training, and I've seen his indie stuff, like between WWE, AEW, like that indie type stuff. And I like him. I'm sorry ahead of time.
Well, he should have. He should have got AJ in the first round.
Here's some dick sucking.
Oh God.
Just Jay.
Ricardo versus Jay.
Just Jay is losing. Osprey.
Oh, Osprey. Yeah.
Sorry, Jay. But if you don't know who Just Jay is, I recommend looking him up. I mean, I don't know if he has highlights yet, but he's pretty damn good.
Every match is a highlight.
I was really hoping it would random Swerve and Jay.
Yeah, I got that. I already knew what you meant when you said Swerve.
These two might be surprising. Mr. Anderson, Ken Kennedy,
No, you sing his praises.
Leo Rush.
So you an Anderson version? You don't like the Kennedy version?
Either or.
Leo Rush is surprising. He was very nice. He was a cool guy, though.
Lashley.
Leo Rush seems like a perfectionist in the ring. When I watched him in Maryland recently, just everything, the way he moved and stuff. And then he also has this like dark gimmick
Yeah,
where he paints his face and then
Yeah, I saw
like,
that.
blood and stuff.
like a voodoo version
Yeah.
of the Ashwang.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
So does he do like Balor and the Demon? Like he has a
yeah, but like a voodoo, like a Papa Shango version.
yeah.
It has, from what I remember, it has like doesn't he do like a half skull or something like that?
His his lips
and there's like smoke. So it's
cool.
Papa
like
Shango.
almost zombified.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
it's voodoo. That's what.
When we were in Maryland, he got hurt, so we didn't really get a chance to see it.
Yeah.
I felt bad.
Yeah.
But-
He was nice when we met him.
Yeah.
Very cool guy.
I must admit, based on what we heard with his release, I expected him to be a different type of person.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then we met him, like, he's really cool.
Yeah, I think that happens a lot.
Yeah. Media.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand where he was coming from with the release.
Yeah.
Carrying
So-
bags is from the 50s, or that's an antiquated.
In WWE, I didn't follow him too much, but again, after that, when he started making his indie run, I followed him more, and I liked what I saw.
WWE,
And then-
he was with Lashley, he didn't do a whole
And
lot.
with
Fair.
Kennedy and or Anderson, I liked Kennedy in WWE. I liked Anderson in TNA.
Both of them got a short run,
Yeah. Yeah.
Was Kennedy the one that got.
but Kennedy did a lot in his run.
See the one that hurt Orton in the
He
ring or
was-
something?
yeah,
that got
that's
released?
what-
Because
yeah.
Orton went crying in the back or something?
Kennedy had Money in the Bank, but then he lost it to Edge.
Because he was supposed to be out for like a year.
He faced Edge for the briefcase. And
Yeah,
Edge
because
won.
Edge got hurt. He was obviously supposed to win.
Or no, Kennedy
Edge got
won
taken
it,
away.
didn't
Yeah.
he? And then the doctor's report was
Yeah.
that he's going to be out for a year.
So Edge won the first one, the Money in the Bank, cashed in on Cena, and then Kennedy won the second one. But then he faced Edge, and then I think that might have been
Because he got hurt and they took it off of him.
they were going to transition him to be Vince's son or whatever.
That was
Oh,
a
yeah.
rumor, yeah.
Got released, and then Hornswoggle.
But he really
The answer is Kennedy, though, easily.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought he did much better in TNA.
Oh,
Mr.
yeah. Well, he had
Anderson.
more time in TNA,
I hate
too.
that this is a match. Randy Orton and Kenny Omega.
Oh, that's a terrible match. I mean, no, that's not a terrible match.
Orton in his prime. Orton now, when he half-assed every match.
Yeah, he really has. Ever since, and I get it, he
His
had a
injury,
very,
yeah.
very, very debilitating injury.
And he's still dealing with it.
He's
Yeah.
lucky to be walking, so yeah.
Yeah. But yes, it's the pop was when he came back, and now it's like, okay, he's having the most boring matches of his
But he's
career.
having fun.
But it's not. It's
Yeah.
not to his fault. I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like half speed every match. He's barely.
Yeah.
So, Prime Orton, I'd say 09. Cena. Whatever.
Yeah.
So like world champ Orton.
I even liked Orton when he turned on Evolution. Or
I would say
Evolution turned
he's
on.
been world champ since he started.
I didn't like Rated RKO.
When he first came out, I used to stand up at a live event and do the pose. I loved
And
Orton.
I like Edge and Orton,
I liked
but I didn't like them
Orton
together.
when he came back from his first suspension, his first drug pop.
So that would
He
have been
came back at ECW.
Was that when he was doing those vignettes?
Oh, seven.
Thanks for the
No.
cards and letters.
No.
No.
that was before
that was an
before
injury.
Evolution.
Oh,
That's
okay.
way. No, this was like he's coming back. I think that's like no Evolution, no Bob Orton, but still the same cocky heel, that Orton.
Like Cena.
I don't know if he's with. I don't know how.
08 and 09, or 09 was Cena's feud.
I'd say the 07 then.
Because that must have been right before Rated RKO. Because I know they had a thing with DX.
One of my favorites was the shirt I have with the Legend Killer, where he has a list of all the Mae Young and Moolah and Jake Roberts.
Rated RKO is when he started shaving his head.
No, that was Cena.
Well,
Cena
He
was
wrestled
bald.
Cena for like 5 years straight.
yeah, saying that he's still wrestling Cena. That's in a fucking house show tonight.
I
But
take Omega.
Take Prime Orton, Prime Omega.
Oh, I don't know. What's Prime Omega?
The in his prime now.
Are we talking
Japan.
Japan, then Omega.
I take Omega.
Cleaner.
Be a good match.
Yeah. So you said Japan. AEW. I don't think he's having his greatest run, but
he hasn't really-
Orton had a
Yeah.
good run in his prime. Now he's a made man. He can do whatever he wants. and he's-
nobody could hold a candle to Kenny Omega in Japan.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Edge and Gregory Helms. Not Hurricane.
Yeah, you're talking about Cruiserweight Champion.
Gregory
yeah.
Helms.
Yeah. I'm going to say Gregory Helms.
Gregory Helms.
And when I say Edge, I mean
Not Sugar Shane Helms from WCW. You don't know that guy, do you?
I mean like away from Lita, but rated R.
Edge? Oh. Yeah. Not Adam Copeland, huh? Not having shitty matches every week.
See Gregory Helms when he was like Cruiserweight champ for like 2 years because they had no one else to wrestle? Like,
Yeah. Gregory Helms.
Like
Yeah.
2006, 2007.
Yeah.
Do-rag Gregory Helms.
Yeah. I don't know why. I just always liked him.
I liked him too.
I thought he was a great
And
worker, yes.
In the best video game
Yeah.
for PlayStation, SmackDown versus Raw 2008, he was always featured heavily.
What do you say?
Gregory Helms and who?
Edge.
Edge.
Gotta say Edge.
I like throwing the wrench with Gregory.
I like both of them. Gregory Helms is underrated. Because all everyone focuses on is the Hurricane. They don't.
Yeah. But even at
I will
Hurricane-
say Gregory Helms
Pretty
didn't
good.
last.
Although someone
long.
here should be getting a Hurricane tattoo, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the Hurricane tattoo money?
No.
I'll go Edge. Kevin Owens. Samoa Joe.
Ooh, boy, oh boy.
I'm sure that
I'm going to say Joe because I know that you don't know much Kevin Steen.
in
That's
WWE,
why I said Kevin Owens.
in WWE, didn't they
I think
wrestle?
so.
Yeah, they
for the
did.
I would
Universal.
think so, yeah.
And I didn't think of Joe right away. Again, so I don't know if I mentioned this to you. I was going through, and obviously I went through the ones off the top of my head, but I was going through like ECW, TNA, New Japan, just to I forgot about this guy and whatever. Samoa Joe was one of those people.
Yeah.
Do like
So TNA Samoa Joe. No.
like he does, like AJ would have been like, oh, Samoa Joe. Like it leads you.
Yeah, that's how
Connect
my
the
brain
dots,
worked.
kinda.
Yeah. But yes, I still got to say Joe, just because you're talking about Kevin Owens and not Steen at all.
Samoa Joe TNA, yeah, he was a killer.
Yeah,
Literally, he had a giant machete.
Not the
Not the dick on
penis.
the face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not penis face.
No, but his heyday.
He
like,
was
the
supposed to be a
angle,
killer, but he was also extremely out of shape at that point.
He's supposed to be Umaga.
But you don't like Kevin Owens in WWE.
Not as much as I like Joe in TNA.
And that like 5-year run in TNA, whatever he was.
This is this or that. Not is this good? Is this bad?
Malachi Black. And Miz.
I hate that you called him that.
Alistair.
I'll take Alistair Black.
Miz. I gotta say Miz.
I say Alistair.
I like Alistair, but goddamn, I have an appreciation for Miz.
I liked Miz even when he was in the fucking goofy shorts.
I've
and the
been
mohawk.
saying, I got other wrestling friends who are wrestling fans who hate him, which you're supposed to, but
I'll go Miz.
20 years from now, you're going to look back and go, damn, that Miz was so good.
Him and A-Rye. I like
He's
A-Rye
got a
too.
role to play. He plays it well.
If A-Rye worked more, he might have been on this list.
If he didn't fall off the ropes, the Royal Rumble, when he wasn't supposed to. I say Alistair.
I went Miz.
Oh.
Eddie Guerrero,
I called that.
Kyle O'Reilly.
I should have called that. I could have called not Adam Cole, or is he still hasn't come yet?
Relax. No Bobby Fish though.
Eddie though. Eddie.
I'll say, which version of Eddie do you
Eddie's
do you
entire
know?
career doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Strictly WWE.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly would be Indies, but like PWG.
It's Eddie Guerrero.
I was just listening to Something to Wrestle With, where they talked about this, the 20th anniversary of that Judgment Day with Eddie and JBL, where it was a
Yeah.
bloody mess and
It's one of my favorite matches.
passed out in the back or whatever.
Yeah,
All
listen to the episode that already happened.
Yeah.
One of my
So-
favorite matches.
Well, because he said Pritchard was off.
Sure.
Yeah. It was a
Also,
replay of a replay or something.
JBL and Cena, last man standing at Armageddon or Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Same thing. Johnny Gargano, Ed House.
Ed House.
Really?
Sure.
Gargano.
And I mean Ed House as a whole, including like.
Oh, you just mean Ed House's whole.
I mean,
That's what he means.
I like Hybrid. I liked Hybrid in WCW,
Yeah, I love it.
and Ed is great now.
Yeah.
He's a good guy overall.
I say Ed House.
That's the guy I say with my
Fuck
namesake.
it, I'll put him over.
I think Johnny Gargano. Also underrated.
Adam Cole, baby. CM Punk.
Oh God, yeah, CM Punk. Sorry, Adam.
What a
I saw that match and I'm like,
I couldn't Cole get matched up with someone else.
It's.
Have they ever wrestled each
I
other?
don't think so. Why would they?
ROH maybe.
I didn't know. Yeah.
No.
Were they different?
Before.
Adam Cole was way. Adam Cole was probably in high school.
So I want you to know these last two matches, I almost forgot two people,
Okay.
and I was gonna pair a certain two people together just because I thought it was default. I was like, oh wait, no. And the people I would have paired would have been fucking amazing. But Bryan Danielson,
Nice.
Christian.
Oh, Brian. All
Definitely.
day.
All day.
When I say Christian, anything other than AEW.
Christian.
Yeah, I liked.
Christian.
I like Temper Tantrum Christian. I liked Trish and Christian Tomko, Christian Cage.
DNA Christian. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I like Christian when he was world champion for like 3 days.
it
That
was
good.
almost Bryan against Benoit.
Oh wow.
Benoit and Ricardo.
Ricardo. Okay. Benoit.
Benoit.
Well, one
Sorry.
of these people never committed murder that I know of.
Sorry, Jesus.
Well, technically, both of them didn't commit murder that I know of. I don't know that Benoit did that.
I had to get him in there.
Wow. I'm expecting to see
But we.
other people on your list. But okay.
What did I say yesterday? I think I said Edge, Ray. I said Edge, Ray, and Eddie.
I thought like Seth Rollins. I thought you
But
liked him.
it's just because of that SmackDown. Like, I know that's your SmackDown was your show, and I know you like the Benoit would also have been in there. I didn't think
SmackDown 6
I
or
didn't think
whatever.
he'd actually do it. Just saying.
I thought like Drew
I at least-
McIntyre because you met him that time. And
I at least went with the guy that put the gun in his wife's mouth, not actually kill her. Dynamite Kid.
there's a difference.
Yeah. Did you see Dynamite Kid's kid is gonna wrestle?
Dynamite Kid's kid.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Who's he wrestling?
Wellington. His last name.
Yeah. Tom Wellington.
Well, yeah.
So I had Seth Rollins, but I feel like we haven't seen the best of him yet. I don't know. I feel like after he comes back, he's
I
gonna be
thought
good.
your thigh slap guy would have been in it. I was like, just picture everybody who's got
He's
pictures
a
up.
gimmick.
Do you mean Jack Vaughn?
Yeah, well, that guy there has all the pictures back there. He has.
But I wanted to throw some indie guys there too because I do
It
like.
looks like a thinner Big Bull Busick.
I was never a fan of Ray.
Okay.
I like high flyers, but I don't. Ray never.
No Dolph Ziggler. I know you like Dolph.
I
Got a tattoo of him.
I gotta be honest. I forgot about Dolph.
Again, it's not your 30. It's not
Oh, yeah.
ranked.
I'm just saying,
It's
in
not
my
ranked.
mind, that's who I was thinking.
If I
was gonna be on
didn't,
your
if I
list.
didn't include, so the indie guys were last because I was going through and I'm like, I'm drawing a blank. It's in the moment. I'm like, fuck. But Dolph would have been, yeah. Dolph and Seth probably would have been there.
I just been at home. That's why I was in my mind. Oh, Jarod probably have this guy and this guy.
TJP and Swerve.
Ooh, Swerve.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be a damn good match.
Yeah.
Swerve.
One's been a world champion.
Can I have that match somewhere? Japan, maybe?
Yeah.
Sami Zayn and Finn
Did they ever
Balor.
wrestle like 205? Were they both there at the same time? No. What am I thinking?
I don't know.
Swerve was in NXT, and I think TJ was long gone.
Okay. I didn't know if they ever.
Swerve may have been at the Performance Center during that time, but I don't think he was an on-screen.
But even then,
and
he
TJ
wasn't.
was never in NXT, right?
No.
No,
They
that's why I said
never did a
205,
crossover.
Yeah, so I
But
didn't know
even
if
then, Swerve wasn't at the level.
they ever
No.
cross paths. Okay, I didn't
Like
know.
in NXT, he was barely getting there to what we know now.
Yeah.
Zayn and Balor.
Ooh, man. What a great match. Every time they would touch. Sami Zayn, though.
If they would let Balor, if WWE would let Balor just be Balor, not this
Bring
character he has to do now.
Back the Prince.
Yeah, like now because he's like,
I don't think the character right now hinders him at all.
well, he's a heel, so he's supposed to like, you know.
Well, I think Balor's doing great.
I think Balor's moveset lends him to the heel.
But Universal Champion Balor was. Yeah. So you say Sammy.
Yeah, I do.
I say Finn, but I'm not disappointed in either one.
So
Could flip a coin, I'd be happy.
I'll say Sammy because Sammy's been working more consistently, harder. Finn gets hurt.
He does.
AJ and Will Ospreay. Fuck, man. What is the second round?
AJ.
You should charge for this pay per view.
AJ Styles.
I'm gonna take AJ because I don't know enough about Osprey.
Yeah, we really did. I mean, we had 3 back-to-back main event pay-per-view matches.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did AJ and Osprey in Japan never wrestled? Ever?
No,
Or they were there different times.
Yeah, way different.
Yeah. Ospreay was a wee lad.
Yeah.
I don't know how old he was. I know AJ is my age, but
I'll just write this name down a while. We are no longer on main event. Maybe. Kennedy and Omega.
Yeah. No, we're not.
well, but you gotta have those other matches.
Yeah, and we got it. Yeah, it's
Omega on the undercard.
Omega that's where he got the best bout machine from.
Yeah.
Is because no matter what that main event was, he had the best match. So we're obviously taking Kennedy.
Yeah, I didn't. That,
You see how I paused it?
I need to vote.
Paused it out.
Did you know that it was Omega? Like,
Edge and Joe.
Who? Because it's TNA Joe that makes it hard. But I'll say no. I'm gonna stick with Joe. That was my first thought, so I'm gonna stick with it.
I'll say Edge.
God damn it.
I like both again, so.
I'll go Edge. Because Edge has had more good than bad. And I feel like Joe...
That's true. Joe did have a penis on his face.
And in WWE, it was like,
Wow.
main roster.
That's not his fault.
Yeah.
Even AEW, he's like, he can still go, but it's like,
Well, he's getting up there and a lot of wear and tear in that body.
Miz and Eddie Guerrero.
Ooh, Eddie.
Really?
Well, you can't not.
I just didn't think it'd be that easy. Ed House and CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Sorry, Ed.
Yeah.
And now your dream match.
Yeah.
Brian
Yeah.
and Benoit.
Yeah. Brian might get to that point. If he keeps doing headbutts.
Yeah, that's true. And I would not.
Tell Brie Bella to watch out. Is that Brie?
Bree and Birdie.
Yeah.
Brie, okay.
And
I couldn't remember which one he was married to.
I don't know their other kid's name.
Oh, they have a second kid?
I think so,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Birdie
It
and
starts with a B. Yeah, they're all B's, but
Blue, maybe?
That's Jay-Z.
Well, that's North.
Nope, that's Kanye West.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because it's Northwest. Blue is Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Blue
Ivy.
And she's what, like 16 or 17 now?
Holy shit, no way.
No?
There's no possible way.
Like 10 at most.
Oh, really? I saw a picture. She was
most.
tall,
She
so I didn't know.
She can't be that much older than my daughter.
I didn't know. She looked tall in the picture I saw.
So
I say-
let's go through the other ones and then just
I say Danielson.
I say Brian, yeah.
Brian.
Okay. Again, longer career.
God. Swerve and Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Sammy.
Yeah, Sammy.
Really?
Longevity.
Fuck.
Again, we're talking about longevity.
AJ Styles
And Kenny Omega. The battle. Who takes over the Bullet Club for the final time?
Which is in WWE now.
Finn Balor shows up. And
Yeah,
gets them both
that's what
out.
I was saying. Like, you actually went kind of hard on the Bullet Club members.
That's true. Yeah, Adam Cole.
You took 4 guys from the Bullet Club, I believe.
AJ and Kenny.
Kenny, because it's both both of their Japanese runs. You said.
I mean, AJ was TNA. But,
Okay,
but
that is-
Japan.
AJ's had a long career.
But
yeah.
like the TNA,
yeah, but he said specifically he liked Lone Wolf.
which he technically wasn't under contract in TNA,
Yeah,
but that's when he left for Japan.
I'm gonna give it to Kenny then.
I was thinking Kenny. Still be a good match. His own Wolf, the mustache.
No, it's,
Lone Wolf is like hoodie up,
all black.
leather jacket with a hoodie
Kinda
underneath.
like now.
His beard, mustache.
Yeah, he
mom
started-
haircut.
Not
Messy.
he's
Oh,
starting
messy.
starting the mom haircut. Yeah,
It's messy, kind of like now, but shorter hair,
Okay. I wasn't watching TNA
Less
then a
jacked.
whole lot.
less roids.
yeah.
Edge and Eddie, which we've seen.
Eddie.
Definitely.
Jesus Christ, that was
Eddie.
quick.
Yeah, it was an easy one.
CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson. So,
I'm sure we've seen that too.
I gotta go with Brian.
I'm okay with that.
okay, I will say the reason Punk is on here is not so much for his wrestling.
Yeah,
It's just because of Punk.
no, he's a good wrestler.
He
though,
is.
too.
He is.
He is.
But I can't
He's
remember
very good
a
at what he did.
a good Punk match where I'm like, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
But he's the best on the mic, best on commentary.
The problem is that lately his mouth has been doing more than his wrestling.
What's hurt?
Punk. Yeah. I mean, the controversy is getting more than his wrestling.
No, he wrestled him. He wrestled him backstage. He was just preparing for his match.
Wait, how are the Bucks not on this list?
Probably because
Singly?
specifically, they're not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
that's the word.
yeah.
Singly,
True.
Not each one is
singular,
not.
they're terrible.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Otherwise, FTR would be on here.
That's true. I didn't think
We
about
could do
that.
tag
Yeah, yeah.
teams at some point.
Yeah, we could. I had a tag team on mine. Oh, I had 2 tag teams.
But
on
they
mine.
were
He split his
decent.
up, yeah.
I did. I split. I had.
your guys wrestled
I had
single, too.
Bulldogs.
Yeah.
I could have done Bulldogs versus Miracle Violence.
And you had Powers of Pain because Warlord and
I didn't
Barbarian.
have Powers of Pain.
They were decent single wrestlers.
I like
though.
tag team guys, singles. I guess. Oh,
Yeah, you like
Marty.
Sean and Marty.
Marty
Yeah.
and Sean. Yeah,
No, Sean wasn't on your list.
it wasn't, but he is though. He's
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
top
yeah.
of the list. Yeah,
Like, honestly, the
Bobby Eaton, who is a very well-known tag guy
Jey Uso would probably be on here.
right now because of like what he's doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like Solo.
But like, 3 years ago,
Yeah, no.
would have never been on it because we didn't get to see what that range was.
I wrote this way more confusing. than
All I
it
heard
would be.
about the Backlash match was his entrance. Jey Uso's entrance. I didn't hear shit about the match.
Yeah,
I heard his entrance.
I mean,
Everyone
that
held their
crowd-
phones up or whatever and was
that crowd was hot.
yeeting or whatever they were doing.
So, Sami Zayn, Kenny Omega.
Kenny, because if it's Japan, it's going to be really hard to take Kenny down.
Kenny. Sammy had a good
Brian.
run. Was he in the Final Four?
Brian,
Eddie and Brian.
because you don't have WCW Eddie.
With the mullet.
But I'm your
Come on,
Poppy-
that
I'm your
that
Poppy
Rey
Eddie,
Mysterio, that Rey Mysterio match. I'm your Poppy Eddie isn't the best Eddie.
It's heel Eddie. It's like,
Yeah, no.
We don't have like Mamacita Latino Heat with China.
That wasn't my favorite. My favorite was Heel Eddie.
Heel Eddie was good, but
Ray versus
I like
Batista.
face Eddie doing heel things. That's what I like better than heel Eddie is face Eddie doing heel things.
I liked separating from Chavo, winning the world title.
It's always a good idea.
Winning the world title. He was a face, but then him and Ray, just that Eddie was.
I like the funny stuff he did, like throwing the chair and then laying in the ring like he got hit.
Yeah.
And the guy.
That's what I'm saying. That's
that stuff.
That's face doing heel things, yeah.
Okay.
Bryan versus Kenny Omega in Japan. Tokyo Dome.
17 stars.
Why am I the one with
2000.
the Japan finals?
2000. Let's just say this is right before. This is after. Let's give it a scenario. This is
Justin's gonna book this thing.
Instead of Punk getting mad and walking away, him and Bryan both walk. And instead of WrestleMania 30, Bryan goes to Japan and he wrestles Kenny Omega in that year. What happens? I think Bryan goes over.
So this is before us in America know Kenny Omega because he's not here yet.
Well, not us.
People like me.
Maybe you.
Yeah. No, definitely me. Right.
Yeah. He wrestled here first.
Oh, wait.
He's from this side of the globe.
I know he's from Canada.
Yeah.
Until AEW, other than that match with Jericho, I didn't know who he was.
I gotta say Bryan.
By the way, the workers I have on here are very different in style.
You don't have any big meaty guys like he did. He had
I told you I don't like him. I mean, Joe is probably
That's true.
but Joe
Yeah.
is. I mean, he's smart.
He's a worker, yeah.
So the people on here are smart in the ring. Ricardo, Benoit, Bryan, they're smart. And it's like a little bit of high flying,
All
a
right,
little bit
John.
of ground.
Pressure's on. You just gave yourself the reason to not pick Omega. Just saying.
Yeah, I was thinking Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson, whatever you want to go with.
That hurt.
You just say Bryan. It covers
Yeah.
all both bases. That's what I do.
That hurt a little bit. Kenny made it that far. I didn't think he'd make it that far with him.
Kenny made it. Oh, I like Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
What's wrong? I don't like Jericho. I think you're confusing. Like, if I don't like a Kenny Omega match, it's probably the person he's wrestling.
My list is going to have
true.
32 different versions of Jericho.
That's true. But
And Hogan and Andre.
So Kenny was
Just so you know, and you realize, I took your favorite wrestlers and made one of my favorite wrestlers the winner.
I know. You can't go wrong with either of them.
No, of course
no.
not.
All those
I
guys are
just thought
good.
that was funny.
Yeah,
They were all good.
My current favorite wrestler.
that's why I'm
like,
not surprised Sami Zayn made it that far.
Yeah.
But yes, Bryan is very good,
Of course.
especially now that he's away from the WWE style. He's showcasing what he can do. For a while, Kenny Omega was my number one, and I think Will Ospreay took that spot now. Just Ospreay is just amazing. He's not doing.
I think you also have. I think Swerve and Ospreay are up there as your current favorite. You also haven't seen Kenny Omega wrestle in a very long time.
Yes.
So I think they're currently replacing that. Like I said about Bryan, right now, currently, Bryan's my favorite.
Yeah.
That changes.
Punk was my favorite for a while.
No Rock.
No.
No. Okay. I don't know.
Or Austin, that's your era, Attitude Era. No, Austin.
No. Triple H was my guy.
No Justin Credible.
The actual.
Mankind.
So Triple H was the worker out of those three.
Mick Foley. I put him on.
No Taker. Wow. Any version of him.
Other than Shawn at Mania, what's a memorable match for Taker?
Foley.
Hell in a Cell, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Hell in a Cell, Buried Alive, the Boiler Room Brawl.
I don't know.
I don't like Taker. But
Again,
that's just my.
I'm more matches. I have favorite matches rather than more favorite wrestlers. I always bring up Triple H and Cactus Jack, Rumble 2000.
Yeah.
Taker and Foley, Hell in a Cell.
That's why when you said about Evolution Hunter, I thought, are you sure about that? Are you sure? And then you said about my time, because I was like, I think you're not thinking about it, but you like first heel solo run.
Yeah. So I don't like snobby.
For the game. You like the game.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
like snobby with the tights.
Yeah. Well, I like that, but
I didn't like, well, when he was transitioning into The Rock, I didn't, but then my time with
the game.
Stephanie.
That's the game.
With Stephanie, that was
Yeah.
that's
Cerebral
Triple H.
assassin.
When he came back with the jean jacket and the fucking,
Yeah.
When he won the Rumble after his injury or whatever, he had blood.
That's
And-
2001.
Yeah.
and then
2002.
Evolution, because he was a heel, suit and tie. I like the heels more.
Yeah.
I mean, this list doesn't really show that.
Well, Evolution was a cool group. They were meant to be the anti-hero.
But,
or
like-
whatever.
Like I said earlier, TJ, Ricardo, Brian, they're all like smart ground technicians, but with some luchador in there. And then you have guys like AJ and Kenny, who's like a little bit of both. So how many of those were surprising? I'd say
I don't
most
know.
of them you probably figured.
Yeah.
Other than the indie
I'd say
guys.
there was a couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leo Rush, probably.
Yeah. Leo Rush was surprising.
Spears.
Spears is surprising, but I could have, if given time, I would have thought about that for you
Yeah.
because of the way you reacted in the car that time. It makes sense.
Sean Spears, not Ty Dillinger.
Yeah.
Spears. So,
I can count it this many times.
in a couple weeks, we'll have a guest with us. First time in a while that we'll have a guest on the show.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. We need to do some more
He'll
interviews
have
too.
his list of his favorites.
Also, though, coming up in June, you can be a guest on our show
Yes.
when we do a live, well, not live, but an outside, come by, stop by, hang out at the 9 Collective in Lancaster. We will be recording, and you can come on and be a guest.
Vibe Fest.
I love it. I love that fucking name, Vibe Fest. I'm all about that right now.
Kids activities.
Yeah, face
adult,
painting and shit like that.
So 9 Collective has some pretty cool stuff. I go there for the snacks because they have imported snacks. And it's,
So is the name 9 Collective derivative from like they have 9 different people, like 9 different what's the word?
I haven't asked
Creators
And different artisans.
I haven't asked her. But
Artisans, yeah, that's a good word
But-
for it.
it's definitely more than 9. I feel like.
Is it? Okay.
But collective meaning everybody together.
Right.
Yeah.
Lancaster,
That's what I meant because
we've-
it would be 9 different people.
Was it like 9 different
Collective into
people
the
who came
store.
together to start it up?
But I mean, in general, we've been around people in Lancaster that are all about community.
Yeah, Lancaster is a great community, but yeah, definitely come on out, be a part of the show.
June 1st. It's a Saturday. I think it's 12 to 5. The time could be off, but it's definitely June 1st, Saturday. Vibe Fest. Stuff for kids to do. If you're into collecting some weird stuff that you think is weird, they have it. If you like some foreign snacks, they have it.
There will be vendors.
Vendors, music, games, man. Yeah, come out, have a good time. It's Vibe Fest. Come out and vibe.
Yeah.
As Justin said, we'll be. It's the first time for us being
I
outside.
thought you were going
for
to say
that.
like as Justin does when he smokes weed or something like that.
We've done recordings at wrestling shows, but we've never done one outside.
Yeah.
So if you're a casual fan of wrestling, if you're a consistent
So we've never
fan of
done one
wrestling,
open up to anybody. Just come on by.
Yeah, even if you don't like
wrestling, we like wrestling. Come hang out.
you can just come on and say your favorite and then leave. We don't care.
Yeah.
We're there to have a good time. May 18th, Three Legacies Wrestling at Millersville University, but a different part, not Pasulo Gym. It's Ville Courts.
Ville Courts. Yeah.
So, a gift and a curse. J.S. Hawthorne has yet to have an opponent for his title.
Hasn't yet to accepted my audition
There you go.
because he hasn't seen this yet. Because we're recording it.
We have
So maybe by the time you listen, he will accept my audition invitation. I don't know what the word would be.
quite a few debuting competitors.
Yeah, a lot of new faces.
Yeah,
Three Legacies, which is nice. I love new faces. I love learning new people.
Yeah, one from MLW. I don't know where the others are from, but listen, Ricardo knows a lot of people. But Three Legacies is a fun time. We're on the road to Red Rose Rumble 2, happening August 3rd at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster. Tickets for that go on sale May 17th. be on the lookout for that, because
2 days before.
as soon as the link goes up for those tickets, front row will be sold out. I promise you. 10 a.m. May 17th. Get your tickets. They're a little cheaper than last year, so it's going to be a fun time. There's going to be guests there, ton of great matches, and we've said before, it felt like WrestleMania with all the new gear. I mean, you might get that feel as well. Enjoy wrestling. Get out there whenever you can. Support your friends. See you next week.
Later.